Hello, Grace Bible College students. Today I want to talk to you about investments. Chapter 15 in accounting is all about a corporation's obligation to its shareholders to make investments. So if we talked about Apple the last couple of weeks when I was there and we talked about how much cash they have in the bank, as an organization they have a responsibility to their shareholders to use that money to make investments so that they can give shareholders a reward on their money. The world of the accounting book is all about breaking those into short-term investments, which are convertible into cash really easily and usually held for less than a year. If it's a long-term investment, it's generally held for longer than a year, and it's part of a long-term strategic plan. Companies that have extra cash in the bank are always wondering, what kind of investment do I need to make in order to satisfy my shareholders and be a good steward of the money that we have? So if we look at it from the general journal sort of thing, which everybody seems to hate, but we don't want to be scared of it, right? We look at our general journal. It has the date, it has the transaction, it has the debit and the credit. Looks like my handwriting is just as good as it was in Michigan. Hopefully you guys follow along with me well enough where you can understand where I'm coming from here. So the first thing we have to do is purchase the asset or purchase the investment. When we purchase the investment, we put the date down here, might be 2/1, and we're going to say make an investment. I'm not even going to get more detailed than that. We're going to make an investment. When we make an investment, we gain that in. It's an asset, and it's going to be a debit of $10,000. We know that we have to have something that offsets that. Usually when you buy an investment, you pay for it with cash. So we move that over here, tab it in, and we make an investment of $10,000 with an outflow of $10,000 in cash. Our debits and credits match up. Everybody's happy. The next thing we need to understand in terms of the accounting world is once we sell that, how do we record that? So let's say that that investment is now going to be sold, whatever it is. So let's pretend that this is stock that we purchased. We bought stock for $10,000 and now we want to sell that stock and get our cash back. So we're going to say this date on 2/10, we're going to sell the stock back. This can be sell stock, or we can write investment here. But before that, we need to take our cash in. So instead of doing that, let's put cash here, because cash comes in. That's in the debit column. We're going to cash in $10,500. So we put $10,000 out there, and we cashed in $500. Now in the credit column, that's where we're going to have our investment, which you remember is $10,000. And then after we have the investment, we have to have these equal out. So right now we have $10,500 and $10,000. So we definitely need to get the extra $500. That's called a gain on an investment. I think the book calls it a gain on short-term investments. So all we do is add one more transaction here. Gain on short-term for $500. And you can see how that all plays in together. So the general journal is nothing to be afraid of. The questions in this chapter, I kept it pretty light to the same amount where I think if you have this information and you have this mindset, I feel confident saying you understand chapter 15 well enough to get sent on into the world. Give me some good feedback on this video. I genuinely want to make this interactive, and I hope that this is a way where you guys can see the most important pieces of what we're trying to do here. All right, guys, have a great day.